I'm your host, Peg Young. Well, how much distance do you need from the person that you're talking to feel comfortable? Some people need an interpersonal distance of at least 120 centimeters. Others feel pretty good with just 50 centimeters. 50 centimeters, they say, is pretty good when you don't need words because you can reach out and touch the person you're talking to. We have quite a bit of distance between us, but hopefully today's game we can bridge the distance. Let's welcome today's contenders onto our stage. Welcome to our stage. We have the Bananas team, Stephen Hahn and Jeff Edelstein. Welcome. And why bananas?
Well, we like to have a good time at whatever we do, and we decided to come on the show and go bananas, so that's why.
All right. Hopefully you'll have a good time today. Thank you for joining us. Going against the Bananas team, we have the Guess team, Jackie He and Arnold Chong. So why Guess?
Guess when we first came to Korea, we didn't really know our way around the city, so we just kind of guessed our way through the subway systems.
Oh.
And,
what my friend's trying to say is we're going to guess a lot on the show today.
All right. Well, hopefully you'll know many of our answers. I'm sure you do. Guess and Bananas teams, good luck. Let's begin our quiz. To begin our game, we'll start off with 10 multiple choice questions. You have 5 seconds to answer per question. You can use chance once. And Bananas, you get to choose Q, U, I, or Z.
Q.
All right, we will go with question set Q, number 1. Of the following, which country will be holding presidential elections this year? 1, China, 2, France, 3, Korea, 4, USA.
4, USA.
And are you ready to vote?
No.
Haven't decided yet, huh?
I'm not going to vote.
Oh, you're not?
I'm going to be in Korea.
Oh, okay. Question number 2. Of the following, blood is said to be thicker than what? 1, friendship, 2, skin, 3, water, 4, tears.
3, water.
Question 3. The 2004 Eurovision, held in Istanbul, is a contest of what? 1, book, 2, song, 3, film, 4, game. If you're not sure, you can use chance.
We'll use chance.
Right, we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices. There you go. Please make your final selection, Bananas team.
Okay. We'll go with game.
Contest of song. You end this section with just 20 points on the board. However, we have a lot of the quiz ahead. Bananas, 20 points. Now, Guess team, it is your turn to choose U, I, or Z sets.
we'll go Z for Guess, please.
All right. We'll go with question set Z, number 1. Of the following, which sport adopted the cap as its official headgear in 1954? 1, baseball, 2, bowling, 3, basketball, 4, boxing.
1, baseball.
And is the laughter of relief?
Just glad to get past that first question.
All right, question number 2. Of the following, Big Ben is a famous landmark in which city? 1, Paris, 2, New York, 3, London, 4, Rome.
3, London.
Question 3. Of the following, what is the total of all the numbers in the following proverb? Blank bird in the hand is worth blank in the bush. 1, 0, 2, 3, 3, 6, 4, 12. Not sure, you can use chance.
To use chance.
All right, we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices. And Guess, I need your final answer. Game of Rochambeau on our quiz show.
2. We choose.
Are you correct? And it's 1 bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, so we've got 3 birds. Going to question number 4. Of the following, the phrase "a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away" appears at the opening of which film? 1. Star Trek, 2. Men in Black, 3. Alien, 4. Star Wars.
4. Star Wars.
Question 5. Of the following, which country legalized divorce on May 7th? 1. China, 2. Malta, 3. Chile, 4. The Philippines. Guess your final answer, please.
Number 4, Philippines.
Actually, that is incorrect. Malta and the Philippines do not allow divorce at all. Chile is the correct answer. Guess you close the section ahead. 40 points. Congratulations. And now we get to see how well you work together as a team. Bananas, it is your turn to come up first. And your pre-chosen category is bartending.
That's right.
What is your favorite drink?
Probably Long Island iced tea.
We'll see if that's on the list. Are you ready?
I sure am.
Go.
Gratuity starts with a T.
Hip.
Rupert Holmes
Pina colada.
with ice.
On the rocks.
Starts with a P. Do this.
Pour.
With lemon. Starts with a T.
Twist.
Starts with an F. You play this instrument.
Flute.
James Bond.
007. Martini.
Starts with an M. Another name for a bar. Starts with a P. English.
Pub.
Blank and tonic.
Gin.
A blank Mary without
Bloody.
alcohol.
Virgin.
Pass. An olive is called starts with a G.
Garnish.
He played a bartender in a movie, Top Gun. Actor, TC.
Tom Cruise.
PI.
Magnum.
You open a bottle of wine with this.
Corkscrew.
Arm. Broken arm.
Sling. Singapore sling.
Starts with a J. Rhymes with biggers.
Jigger. Jiggers.
This is a cocktail before. Starts with an A.
Aperitif.
Mexican drink with salt.
Tequila.
Starts
Margarita.
with M. Not sinking, but starts with
Floating.
Oh, you went through the entire list. You didn't have quite enough time for floating, and you passed on just one word. That was crusta, and that is to have sugar around the rim of your glass. You end the section with 200 points. And now, guests, it is your turn. And you chose the category animated films. Do you have a favorite?
You should actually ask my partner. He's an avid animated film collector.
Really? So which one is your favorite?
I'm going to have to go with Bambi.
Bambi, really? Why?
We just I like the touching stories.
Oh, well, we'll see if that's on our list today. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go.
MM. Walt Disney created it. Rat.
Mickey Mouse.
Fish.
Nemo. Finding Nemo.
The bad person in Little Mermaid. Starts with a U.
Ursula.
You put on glasses
Goggles.
and they
Rudy?
look. Party of the Red Sea.
What was it?
Yeah, that movie.
Oh, pass it. I don't remember.
Pass. Beauty and the Beast. Main character, B.
Belle.
Horse. Native American horse.
Boy, what?
S-A. Pass. Picture.
Frame.
KFC. KFC.
Chicken Run.
Creator of Finding Nemo. P.
Pixar.
Cartman.
South Park.
The song in
Hakuna Matata.
starts with an A. Pass, pass.
Give me the movie.
Pass. Pikachu. Pikachu. Ash. Pikachu. Pass.
Well, this category seemed a bit tougher than it looked on the surface. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo was Cinderella's, the magical thing you had to say to make Cinderella's.
Did you try to explain that one?
The pumpkin turned into the, what is that?
The carriage.
Yes, the carriage, sorry. The pumpkin turned into the carriage, etc. A Whole New World was the song that he was going for. And Spirited Away was another name of a film that you passed on. You end the section with 130 points. Bananas, you've got the lead with 200. And already we've come to the last section of this first part of our game. Let's welcome Mr. David Hwang onto our stage.
So, Young, how are you doing today?
All right.
I'm glad to hear that. And how about you guys? You guys okay? Not too nervous here underneath the lights?
Nah.
I'm glad to hear that. Well, I want to welcome you to our Contenders stage. I hope you guys, if anything, have a good time here today. All right?
Thanks.
Our next section, by the way, is a round of non-multiple choice questions. The first team to buzz in will get the first chance to answer. Now, if you get that question wrong, that chance will be given to the other team. If both of you guys can't figure it out, we're going to help you out with the help of a spelling hint. There's 15 questions in all, 30 points per question, and 5 seconds to answer each one. Got it?
So let's have question number 1.
All right, question number 1 is about foods. Here's good news if you're allergic to these. Most soaps and household cleaners will remove enough of their allergen from hands and dining surfaces to prevent an allergic attack. This is an oily edible seed with a thin shell. What are these?
Yes.
Sesame oil.
Bananas, 5 seconds. Bananas?
Go with sesame seeds.
Why don't we take a look at the hint? It's an edible seed? Guess.
Peanuts.
Yes. Are any of you allergic?
No.
Lucky thing.
That's a good thing. I heard that if someone's allergic to those things, they can almost die, from what I've heard. No, that's no joke, seriously.
And peanuts are everywhere, so it's pretty scary for some.
Yeah.
Let's go to question 2.
All right, question number 2 is about devices. An author claimed that the Swastika Stone, a 4-armed carving, proved that this was invented in the UK. But archaeologists believe that it was actually a common symbol in prehistoric Europe. This is a flat, bent, or curved piece of wood used by Australian Aboriginals.
Bananas.
Boomerang.
Yes. Moving on to question 3.
All right, question number 3 is about services. Last month, this online music store, which has had a radical impact on the music industry, celebrated its first birthday. A year ago, if anyone had predicted it would sell 70 million songs in a single year.
Bananas.
What is iPod?
Guess. It is your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
They would have been laughed out of town. This is Apple's music download service. What is this?
Guess. 5 seconds. Guess.
QuickTime?
Let's take a look at the hint. Bananas.
What is iTunes?
Yes. And Bananas, you are increasing your lead. However, it is still a close game because we've got lots of the questions ahead. Let's move on to question 4.
All right, question number 4 is about titles. Miramax will distribute this film despite an earlier ban by their backers, Disney. Its chief executive previously said that he did not want such a political film in an election year. This film by Michael Moore criticizes President George W. Bush's handling of the terrorist attacks of September 2001. What is the title of this?
The film, let's take a look at the hint. Bananas.
Fahrenheit 9/11.
Yes. And let's move on to question 5.
Alrighty, question number 5 is about countries. This country has launched a new $40 million program to make its population taller. They are on average...
Bananas.
North Korea.
Yes, it is your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
They are on average a smaller people than other East Asians. Their young people consider height a mark of beauty. This country is located south of China and east of Cambodia and Laos. What is this country?
Guess 5 seconds. Yes?
Hmong?
Why don't we take a look at the hint? Bananas.
Vietnam.
Yes. Let's move on to question 6.
Alrighty, question number 6 is about animals. Vessels have left Norway for the Barents Sea, defying an international moratorium and protests. Norway is the only country in the world that authorizes hunting of these...
Bananas.
Whales.
Yes. Moving on to question 7.
Question 7 is about companies. This has become the first Japanese company to turn in net profits of more than 1 trillion yen. It said its net profits rose to 1.16 trillion yen, with sales up in every major world market. This, Asia's biggest company, overtook Ford.
Yes.
Toyota?
Yes. And moving on to our next question.
Question number 8 is about person. On May 30th, 1431, this person was burned as a heretic in Rouen, France. This...
Yes.
Joan of Arc?
This Maid of Orleans. It's moved you up to 220 points. Bananas, you are ahead, still with 350 points. Let's move on to our next question.
All right, just a little halfway over. Number 9 is about technology. Every hospital in England is to get new technology designed to speed up diagnosis and treatment. Digital images will be stored on computers, enabling them to be sent by email. Clinicians will no longer have to hold this film up to a light box to make...
X-ray.
Bananas.
Sorry, X-ray.
And moving on to 10.
All right, question number 10 is about cities. Peru has begun rationing water to this city following one of its worst droughts in a decade. It is on the edge of the Pacific Ocean, but the closer...
Bananas.
Lima.
Question 11.
All right, moving on to question number 11. It's about plants. A UN report said the forest destruction threatening this species is caused by humans. This is used for making paper, furniture, and instruments, such as flutes and drums, to the panpipes of the Andes. It is also an essential part of the diet of many wild creatures, notably the giant panda.
Bananas.
Bamboo.
Yes. And moving on to question number 12.
Question number 12 is about names. This certainly lives up to his name. A 12-year-old Percheron horse stands more than 6 feet 5 inches at the withers. The Guinness Book of World Records verified it as the tallest horse in the world. In the Bible, this is a giant Philistine who was slain by David using a sling.
Bananas.
Goliath.
Yes. And the withers of a horse is the ridge at the shoulder bones of a horse, meaning if it measured 6 feet 5 inches at the shoulder bone, it's got, you know, the neck and the head. So it's a very, very tall horse. Moving on to our next question, question 13.
Question number 13 is about sports. Ex-President Nelson Mandela has said that the award of this event in 2010 will be an ideal...
Bananas.
World Cup.
And were you here for the last World Cup?
Yes, I was.
And will you be traveling to Africa?
Absolutely not. We're Americans. We like American football.
Okay.
I like the World Cup.
Would you be traveling there?
No.
No. Going on to our next question, question 14, please.
All right, question number 14 is about computers. A team in a recent race to the magnetic North Pole found that they were able to send and receive email easily by using this. They found that it fared much better in the extreme cold than other equipment, such as satellite phones. This is a small handheld computer, usually operated using a stylus. What is this?
Bananas.
iPod.
Guess. 5 seconds. Guess.
Palm Pilot?
Why don't we take a look at the hint? Bananas.
PDA?
Yes. Bananas. I think you really enjoy using the iPod.
I know, we both were wrong on iPod, so...
I've never used one.
I see.
I just saw it on the news.
Moving on to our last question of the section.
All right, our last question, number 15, is about places. On May 28th, 1987, a West German, Matthias Rust, flew a private plane unchallenged through Soviet airspace and landed in this place in Moscow.
Bananas.
Red Square.
Yes. And with that Bananas team, you get to move on to the finals. Congratulations. Guess. It was great having you on our show. I know you have supporters. What do you want to say?
Well, we have no regrets, and we tried our best.
We just want to say we have no professional training of quiz show.
Well, it was great having you on our show. Thank you for joining us. And Bananas team, you know you're going to be going against our previous winners, the Muso team. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, we feel pretty confident. Give them a good game.
All right, well, we'll be right back after this with the Bananas and Muso teams. Welcome back, the Muso team. It's great to have you guys back here, Brian Dean and Mark McNutt. So, this is your attempt at win number 3 in a row. What did your friends say, seeing you on TV?
My friend said I was short, so I might play the game like this time.
All right. And
they said good luck, and they were surprised we made it this far.
But how do you see your chances?
50-50.
All right, we'll see today. Good luck to Muso and Bananas teams. Let's get on with our final section. In this final section, we'll be giving you 5 categories of questions, 5 questions each, ranked in difficulty 10 to 50 points. If you get the first question correct, you can choose the next question. And what are today's categories?
All right, today's categories are dramatic childhood, black gold, 90s icons, trees and stories, and telescopes.
And I will choose dramatic childhood for 10 points. This person grew up in hardscrabble poor conditions. He was often loaned out by his father, with whom he did not have a warm relationship, to work for others. But he never saw any of the proceeds of that work. He often felt as if he were being treated like a slave. Thus, his dislike of slavery has been said by many authors to have had its roots during his early years. He is the 16th Bananas.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, the 16th U.S. president who abolished slavery in 1863. Bananas, it's good to see you on the board, and you get to choose.
90s icons for 10.
90s icons, 10 points. While critics commended this series for its consistently sharp writing, a key ingredient of its success was the chemistry among the actors. Making its debut in 1994, Muso.
Friends?
Yes. It had its finale on May 6th, ending a 10-year run, and 51.1 million people in the U.S. saw the finale. Did you catch the finale?
Not yet.
I saw it on DVD. It's kind of bittersweet to see that show end. And Muso, you've evened the score. You get to choose.
I'm sorry? All right, let's do 90s icons again for 20.
All right, 90s icons, 20 points. The partnership between Nike and this person became so successful that Nike... Bananas.
Michael Jordan.
Yes. He led the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships, and he was named the NBA's most valuable player in 1988, 91, 92, 96, and 98. Bananas, you get to choose.
We'll continue with 90s icons for 30.
90s icons, 30 points. Nirvana's 1991 album, Nevermind, has moments of quiet subtlety, but blustery rock or hard rock with hooks dominate the album. Kurt Cobain's death. Bananas.
What's that woman's name, his wife?
Muso, it is your chance to answer. I'll finish the question. In 1994 meant the end of the group. However, after Nirvana crossed over into the mainstream, this kind of rock music lost many of its independent and punk connections and became the most popular style of hard rock in the 90s. This was a hybrid of heavy metal and punk. What is this? Muso.
Grunge music.
Yes, it is grunge rock. And are you a fan of grunge?
No, not much.
Not really?
No, well, you know, actually, I like my classical rock and stuff like that, so I guess it kind of flows right into grunge. But I'm telling you, like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Stone Temple Pilots, I think they're classics. I think in about 10, 15 years, they will be classical music, honestly, because their music was so good. No one else feels that way? All right, okay. I'm by myself today. It's all right.
So you've got the lead. You get to choose.
90s icons for 40.
All right, 90s icons, 40 points. This phenomenon began in 1982, but in 1997, it was one of the most severe ones in the 20th century. Economic effects of it are felt particularly in coastal Peru and Ecuador's fishery, especially anchovies. Muso.
El Nino.
Yes. It's a periodic change occurring every 5 to 8 years in the Pacific Ocean currents off of South America, and in Spanish it means the child, and it refers to the infant Jesus Christ. Muso, you're increasing your lead. Bananas, you'll have to buzz in more quickly to go against the Muso team, and you get to choose, Muso.
50 points, 90s icons.
All right, closing the category, 90s icons, 50 points. The 1990s can be dubbed the electronic age. Last month, Tim Berners-Lee, who came up with this computer code. Muso.
The internet.
Bananas, it is your chance to answer, and I will finish the question. Was named the first winner of the Millennium Technology Prize. This was created in 1992, changing the way we communicate, spend our money, and do our business. A technical definition of this term would be all the resources and users on the internet that use the hypertext transfer protocol. What is this? Bananas, 5 seconds. Bananas.
Was World Wide Web?
Yes. We have the internet as part of our hint. Bananas, you've evened the score. The score is even between the two teams at 80 points. And Bananas, you get to choose.
Let's try black gold for 10.
Black gold, 10 points.
Oil and what it represents, energy, have always been a source of conflict. During World War II, Japan was almost totally reliant on imported oil, mainly from the US. In 1941, the US decided to limit oil exports to Japan in response to the Japanese invasion of China. It was a factor in its decision to invade the oil-rich Dutch-held Indonesian islands. Also, oil was a factor in Japan's surprise attack on this place.
Bananas.
Pearl Harbor.
Bananas, you're in the lead now and you get to choose.
Let's go with dramatic childhood for 20.
Dramatic childhood, 20 points. Sigmund Freud's father, Jacob, was a wool merchant, and his mother, Amalia, was Jacob's second wife and also 20 years younger than her husband. Sigmund was closer in age to his mother than was his father. Bananas.
Oedipus Complex.
That is incorrect, Bananas. The chance answer goes to the Muso team, and I will finish the question. And also was 20 years younger than her husband. Sigmund was closer in age to his mother than was his father. That being said, it's easy to understand how the relationship may have found its way into his theories. This is an analysis of unconscious sexual desire for the parent of the opposite sex, especially by a son. What is this, Muso? 5 seconds. Muso.
Oedipus Complex?
Yes. And for the daughter, for the father, it's the Electra Complex. And Muso, you get to choose. You've got the lead.
Dramatic childhood for 30.
Dramatic childhood, 30 points. Few people in any area of life have enjoyed such prominence and recognition at such an early age. In 1762, this person embarked with his father and sister on the first of many concert tours through Europe. He was only a 6-year-old boy. And Bananas.
Mozart.
Yes. This is the Austrian composer, and he is known as a child prodigy. He was a successful composer. He wrote The Marriage of Figaro, Così fan tutte, or The Magic Flute, and Bananas.
Let's try Trees and Stories for 10.
Trees and Stories for 10 points.
Actually, this is not a tree but a plant with woody stems. Some researchers believe that this is a corruption of the Roman numeral 4, which symbolized the 4 colleges.
Bananas.
Ivy.
Yes, it is the Ivy League. The Ivy League consists of Brown, Columbia, Cornell, Dartmouth, Harvard, Princeton, and the UPenn and Yale. And Bananas, you're increasing your lead. You get to choose.
Trees and Stories for 20.
Trees and Stories, 20 points.
This character manages with great difficulty to cut down an extremely heavy tree known in Brazil as the ironwood tree and carries a piece of it to his tent. He manages to fashion a utilitarian object from the tree. It's a shovel. He describes the struggle for survival after he finds himself stranded alone on an island.
Bananas.
Robinson Crusoe.
Yes, it is Daniel Defoe's classic novel. And Bananas, you're increasing your lead. You get to choose.
Thank you. Trees and Stories for 30, please.
Trees and Stories, 30 points.
For 30 points, Robin Hood's famous bow is made of yew. The yew tree has wood that's flexible yet sturdy enough to make the ideal bow. Actually, over 900 trees in this place are 600 years.
Muso.
Sherwood Forest?
Yes. Muso, you've caught up. You're catching up, by the way. 130 versus Bananas' lead of 150 points. You get to choose.
Trees and Stories again, please. 40.
Right, Trees and Stories, 40 points.
In this Brothers Grimm's fairy tale, the heroine's father goes off on a journey and asks his daughters what they would like him to bring back. The 2 stepsisters ask for jewels and clothes, but she only asks for the first branch that brushes against his cap. He brings back a hazel branch, which she plants and then waters with her tears. In Charles Perrault's version, a fairy godmother takes the place of the tree. What is the title of this story?
The title, Muso.
Cinderella?
Yes. Her name from cinders, or also meaning neglected person. You've got the lead now, Muso. 170 Bananas. You're behind 20 points. Muso, you get to choose.
Trees and Stories, 50, please.
Trees and Stories, closing the category, 50 points.
Every Christmas since 1947, Norway presents a Norwegian spruce tree to Great Britain. The tree is sent as a gift of thanks for the help that Britain gave to Norway during World War II. Arriving in London, the tree is crane lifted into its now permanent setting, which is one of the most popular meeting spots in London. This was built as a monument to the British naval hero.
Bananas.
Trafalgar Square.
Yes. It is also where Nelson won the great battle. And bananas, you get to choose.
Dramatic childhood for 40.
Dramatic childhood, 40 points. This person was always concerned with the possibility that what had happened to her mother would happen to her. Her unhappy childhood was complicated by the institutionalization of her mother. Bananas.
Emily Dickinson.
Muso, it is your chance to answer. I will finish the question. For insanity. Unable to persuade her mother to raise her, she spent a troubled childhood in foster homes. Her mother visited every week, but she never hugged, kissed, or even smiled at this girl. Her real name was Norma Jean. Who is this? Muso?
Marilyn Monroe.
Yes. And Muso, you're in the lead now. You get to choose.
Dramatic childhood for 50.
Closing the category, dramatic childhood, 50 points. Heinrich Schliemann, a businessman turned adventurer and explorer, pursued his dream of finding a magical land. Muso.
Troy?
Yes. He was also called Ilium in 1870 and proved that he, with that finding, proved that Troy actually existed. And it is described in the epic poems of Homer. And Muso, you're increasing your lead. You get to choose.
Yeah. Black gold for 20, please.
Black gold, 20 points.
Glenn McCarthy began working as a water boy at the age of 8 in the oil fields for a wage of 50 cents a day. Later, McCarthy struck oil 38 times between 1932 and 1942. His first well could have produced 3,000 barrels of oil a day. Jet Rink in Edna Ferber's novel was based upon this Texas oil man's life. This novel was made into a film with James Dean as Jet Rink in 1956. What is the title of this?
Muso.
Giant.
Yes. It also starred Elizabeth Taylor and Brock Hudson. And Muso, you get to choose.
30 points, black gold.
Black gold, 30 points.
Stepping into May, the price of oil went above $40 for the first time in 13 years, setting the highest record so far for this year. In the New York Stock Exchange, the whiff of $40 oil helped this company's shares to reach $44.24, giving it a market value of $287 billion. It may soon surpass General Electric Company to become the world's...
Bananas.
ExxonMobil.
Yes. It is registered with the name XOM on the New York Stock Exchange. And bananas, you're catching up. You get to choose.
Black gold for 40, please.
Black gold, 40 points.
On the Colombian side of the border, roadside vendors wave funnels to advertise their jugfuls of petrol. This country, on the other hand, has traditionally supplied its people with cheap fuel. But the steep devaluation of its currency has made already...
Bananas.
Argentina.
Muso, it is your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
Has made already inexpensive petrol almost free, fueling a vigorous smuggling business across the border into Colombia, where the leaded fuel costs 16 times as much. This country is a founding member of OPEC. What is this?
Muso, 5 seconds. Muso.
Bolivia?
Its capital is Caracas. Muso.
Venezuela.
Bananas, you were just not as quick with the buzzer.
Oops,
Wanted
sorry.
to try it out.
Accident.
And Muso, you get to choose.
50 points, black gold, please.
All right, black gold, 50 points.
The basis of this city's economy is petroleum. By the 15th century, oil for lamps was obtained from surface wells. Commercial exploitation began in 1872, and by the beginning of the 20th century, its oil field was the largest in the world. It was then taken by the Soviets, equally keen on getting at the black gold.
Bananas.
Afghanistan.
Muso, it is your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
This city is the capital of Azerbaijan, located at the heart of the Caspian Sea. What is this city?
Muso.
Tashkent.
Nope, we are looking for the capital of Azerbaijan. 2 syllables. Starting with the second letter of the alphabet. 5 seconds, both teams. Muso.
Baku.
Yes. Or Baku, you would have taken that as well. And of telescopes, what would you like to have?
10 points, please.
All right, telescopes, 10 points.
Hello, Contenders. I am Hwang Bong-duk of TECO System, which is a very specialized firm in supplying of astronomical telescope across this country. And we are also running an astronomical observatory in Seoul area. By the way, what do you think of when you see the stars in the evening sky? Those stars that look alike actually have different lights and shapes when you look at them through a telescope. In reality, the telescope is a tool that helps there be such incredible development in the research in astronomy. You will see what I'm talking about through today's questions. Hans Lippershey is credited with inventing the first device for seeing faraway things as though nearby in 1608. Early telescopes were employed for military purposes to detect advancing armies or ships. Historians credit this version with the first use of the telescope for scientific observations of
Muso.
Galileo?
Yes, Galileo Galilei. What would you like to have next?
20, please.
Telescopes, 20 points.
The Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico contains the largest single stationary radio telescope in the world. You can see it in the beginning of this film. Also, Carl Sagan.
Muso.
Contact.
Yes. Jodie Foster starred in this film, and author Carl Sagan died during the production of this film. He worked very hard to make it scientifically correct. And Muso, you get to
30
choose.
points, please.
Telescopes, 30 points.
The Giotto was the first interplanetary mission of the European Space Agency. The telescope is mounted behind the spacecraft bumper shield and therefore protected from direct dust particle impact. The Giotto mission was named after the Italian painter who depicted this as the Star of Bethlehem. He sent back the first pictures of a nucleus of this in 1986. It can be seen from the Earth once about every 76 years. What is it?
Muso.
Halley's Comet?
Yes. And what was it that gave it away for you? The
76 years.
And if you do the math, I think we saw it last in 86, so what is that? 12 carry the 1, 2062. 2062, we can see it come back, I guess.
Good work.
Thank you very much. That's why I'm here.
And what would you like to have next?
40, please.
All right, telescopes, 40 points.
This was discovered by Sir William Herschel while systematically searching the sky on March 13, 1781. It was the first planet that people discovered by using a telescope.
Muso.
Uranus?
Yes. It is the ancient Greek deity of the heavens, the earliest supreme god, and we have just one left on the board. Telescopes, 50 points.
The Gemini Observatory is an international partnership comprised of two 8.1-meter telescopes. The name comes from the mythological twins, whose stars are even visible to naked eyes. One telescope is located on Hawaii's Mauna Kea, and the other on Cerro Pachon in this country. The mountain top is extremely dry, making it suitable for infrared observations. It is located in the foothills of Andes in this country. What is it?
Bananas.
Peru.
Muso, it is your chance to answer. 5 seconds. Muso.
Chile. Chile.
Yes. The partnership countries are the US, the UK, Canada, Chile, Argentina, and Brazil. And with that, Muso, you've won yet again. Congratulations.
Various prizes are awaiting our winning contenders. Your first win will take you on a trip to Jeju Island. Your second win to Japan. Your third win will take you to China. And on your fourth win, you'll win a trip to Southeast Asia. On your fifth win, a trip to Hawaii. Your sixth win, a trip to the United States. And on your seventh win, you'll take the grand prize of a tour of Europe. We hope many of you join us.
Bananas team, you had a great game. However, it is really tough to go against a team that has won before. They know our questions and they're more used to the buzzer system. Bananas, I know you have supporters. What do you want to say to them?
I'd like to say hi to my wife who came here to support me. And I guess we did our best. These guys are pretty good, so.
Well, you know, I don't think you guys did that bad. The scoreboard is a little bit deceiving because you guys were tight until the end and they ran away with like the high point questions. So, you know, I think you guys did a really good job. Don't worry too much.
And did you want to say a word?
He pretty much captured everything I wanted to say.
All right, it was great having you on our show. Thank you very much for joining us. And now, Muso team, you have won 3 times in a row now. Congratulations. And I know you have a supporter from very far away.
Yes.
Where is she?
My mother is in the audience behind me.
Say hello. And do you want to express your thanks for her support?
Thanks for coming, Mom.
And what else do you want to say to your friends who are watching?
Yeah, thanks for supporting me, giving me the time off of work.
Yeah. And thank you for watching us, and we hope to continue. Sure.
And will we be seeing you with lifts next time?
With?
Lifts?
Lifts.
Yeah, or a phone book.
All right, congratulations again on your 3rd win.
Thank you.
The Muso team has marked its 3rd win in a row. We'll see them again next week. Join us again then. Bye-bye.